On this video, I would like to continue looking at the Greek text in Revelation chapter 9, the fifth trumpet. We have worked our way up to this point, analyzing the Greek, doing parsing and grammatical analysis with commentary. I do this because I just enjoy it. I don't know if it's helping anyone or not, but I enjoy the mental challenge. It reminds me what I learned years ago uh, when I was in college at 18. But at any rate, I mean, that is the grammar. So I'm just going to pick it up in 9:1. We have done the trumpets, the first four, in another video, which is looking at things happening with creation, sort of following the parallel of the plagues of Egypt. Now we continue on the fifth trumpet. Kai hapimtas angelas esaupisin kaedan astera ek tu uranu pepto kata estain gain. Kai adathe alto he kles tu freatas tes abusu. That is, and the fifth angel blew the trumpet, and I saw a star out of having fallen unto the earth, and it was given to him the key of the pit of the abyss. The fifth angel, as salpisin, is from salpizo, the aorist indicative active third person singular from salpizo. And I saw, Adon is your aorist indicative active first person singular from Hara, a star out of heaven having fallen from Pipto, a perfect participle, accusative singular from Pipto. So a star having fallen under the earth. And it was given to him. Adathe is from didomi, aorist indicative passive, third person singular from didomi, the key of the pit of the abyss. Noixin ta frear tes abusu, kai anebe kapnas ek tu freatas hos kapnas kaminu megales kai eskatothe ha helias kai ha ek tu kabnu tu freata. That is, and he opened the pit of the abyss, and smoke came up out of the pit as smoke of a furnace, a great furnace. And the sun was darkened, and the air out of the smoke of the pit. Notice Kai and Noixen again from go, aorist indicative active, third person singular from anoigo. And he opened the pit of the abyss, and smoke came up. Anebe is from anabino, aorist indicative active, third person singular from anabino, out of the pit as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun was darkened. Eskatothe from skatao, aorist indicative passive, third person singular. The sun was darkened, and the air out of the smoke of the abyss. So everything becomes dark out of the smoke coming from the abyss. And then in verse 3, Kai ek tu kabnu exhalthen akrides estain gain. Kai adathe autois exousia hos ekusin exousian hoi scorpioi gaze. And out of the smoke came out locusts unto the earth, and it was given to them authority. And they have authority as scorpions of the earth. As we look at this, notice exhalthon, and out of the smoke came out from exergamai, aorist indicative active third person plural, grass that came out locust unto the earth. Locust, by the way, was known to devastate the earth, except here it's going to be pointed against humans. And it was given to them, exousia, edathe is your aorist indicative passive third person singular from didomi, as they, as scorpions of the earth, are having authority. Ekousin is your present indicative active third person plural from echo. Kai autois hename adekesusin tan kortan tes ges, udepan chloran, udepan dendron, me tus anthropus hoitenes uk ekusin ten tragida tu theu epiton metopon. And it was spoken or said to them in order that they might not avenge the grass or hurt the grass of the earth, nor any green, nor every tree or any tree, except men who are not having the mark of God upon their foreheads. It was said to them, Erethe from Lego, aorist indicative passive, third person singular, in order that they might not avenge or hurt the grass. Adekeo is the root, in order that they shall not. This is the future indicative active third person plural from adekeo. So they're not to harm the grass of the field, of the earth, nor every tree, nor nor all the grass, I should say, nor every tree, nor every green thing, or every tree, except men, except the men who are not having the mark of God upon their foreheads. Ekousin again is your present indicative active third person plural from echo. Notice the attack is not against any kind of vegetation at all. It's not an attack upon the grass or any green thing or any tree, but upon humans. So we're not talking about literal locusts, but locusts become a picture, I believe, in this whole context here of demonic beings that are let loose. And so in verse 5, Kayadase autois hename apactenosin autus, al hena basanistesan menas penta, kai ha basanismas auton, hos basanismas scorpiu, hatan paise anthropan. And it was given to them in order that they might not kill them, but in order that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment is torment of a scorpion when it strikes a man. Notice here, kai adathe is from didomi, the aorist indicative active third person singular. And so it was given to them for the purpose that they might not kill them. Apectenosin is the present subjunctive third person plural from apakteno, but in order that shall be tormented 5 months. Basiniste santai, from the root basinidzo, to torment, future indicative passive, third person plural from that root, in order that they shall be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when it strikes a man. Paise is the aorist third person singular from pio. So their torment is that of a scorpion striking a human. Cayen tais hemerais ekenais, se te susin hoi anthropoi tan thanatan, kai u me hure susin autan, kai epithu me susin apathanen, kai fuge hathanas up auton. And that is, and in those days men shall seek death and shall not find it. Zete susi is from zeteo. Zeteo, it's the future indicative active third person plural. So men will seek death, but they huresusin is the future indicative active third person plural from hurisco, but they shall not find it, and they shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. Kai epithu mesusin apathanen. Epithumesusin is from epithumeo, future indicative active third person plural. They shall desire apathanen from apatnisko. Um, Here we have the aorist infinitive active from apatnesko, I should say. They shall desire to die, and death flees from them. Fuge is your present indicative active third person singular from fugo, to flee. And then he continues, kaita hamoiomata ton akridon hamoia hepois hetoimas menois eis alaman kai epitas kephalas auton hos stephanai hamoioi cruso kai ta prosopa auton hos prosopa anthropon. That is, and the likenesses of the locusts were like horses, having been prepared unto war or battle, and upon their heads as crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. Notice here, hetoi mas menois, that is, the likenesses of the locusts, were like horses having been prepared unto a battle. Here we have from hetoimazo, it's the perfect passive participle dative plural from hetoimazo, having been prepared unto war or battle, and upon their heads were crowns, and their faces were faces of men. In other words, they have human qualities of intelligence. And I think what we're looking at here are demonic beings, het luz. Kai ekan trikas, hos trikas gunaikas, kai hoi adantes auton, hos leonton eson. And they were having hair, they had hairs, as the hairs of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. Ason is your imperfect indicative active from a me, third person plural. So their teeth were as the teeth of lions, had hair, long hair, and they were having, notice, kai echon, thorakas siderus, kai hephoneton petorukon, auton, hos phone, harmaton, hippon palon, trekanton es palaman. And they were having breastplates like breastplates of iron, and their sound or their voice, the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running unto battle. And here we have the participle, trekonton is your present participle genitive plural from treco. So as we look at them, their sound is like the sound of many chariots of horsemen, um, and they're running unto battle. So we're looking at these probably demonic beings that are just let loose everywhere. Kayekusin uras kamoyas scorpios kai kendra, and they have uh, tails like to scorpions and sting. And in their tails, kai entais urais auton, he exousia auton, adekesai tus anthropus menas penta. And notice he goes on, and their authority is to avenge men for 5 months. And they are having, like scorpions, in their tails, and they have stinging effect. And again, we're no doubt probably looking at demonic activity that has been let loose from the pit of the abyss. Ekusin epauton basileia tan angalan tes abusu. They are having a king, the angel or the messenger of the abyss. His name, Anima Auto Evra Esti Avadon. His name in Hebrew is destroyer. Kai ente nike anima eke apaluon. And in Greek, he is having the name destroyer. So he is writing so that the reader will understand both the Hebrew and the Greek that the name of the angel who is over the king of the abyss destroyer. And this reminds me of Satan, who has come to destroy and to do the opposite of lifting up and helping, but who is certainly a destroyer. So we're looking with this amazing description probably at a demonic activity. And it's against those who do not have the mark of the Lord upon them. And that would be believers who are protected from satanic attack, because greater is he who is in us than he who is in the world. So as I'm reading this text, it seems to me that what we're looking at here in this imagery that he's describing would be demonic activity that is going to be let loose, and this will then be followed by a violence that will follow in the next trumpet that blows. So we'll stop there and continue seeking to work through a little bit of the grammar as we're trying to keep at it, review some of the grammar, and keep at it. Thank you.